Are you looking for the best Wi-Fi routers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Wi-Fi routers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. TP-Link AX1800 Wi-Fi 6 Router. This impressive Wi-Fi 6 router delivers reliable performance at a relatively low price and succeeds our previous pick, the AX20. Despite the demands of 4 people video streaming and gaming, I rarely noticed a difference in everyday performance between this and my top pick, the AX55. My tests revealed some limitations on the range, however, and the download speed when installing a new game was noticeably slower than with the rest of our picks. But for most day-to-day tasks over a week of testing, this router delivered sterling service. It matches the AX55 with 4 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports and 1 WAN but only has a USB 2.0. The Tether app is straightforward and packed with all the basic options you need, including traffic prioritization, parental controls, and a guest network. There's no Security Plus or Home Shield with this router, but most people don't need those extra services. If you don't care about online gaming performance or have tons of smart home devices, and your home is 1,600 square feet or smaller, you likely don't need to spend more than this. Version, Wi-Fi 6. Bands, 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz. Ports, 1x gigabit WAN, 4x gigabit LAN, 1x USB 2.0. Size, 10.28 by 5.3 by 1.61 inches, 1.1 pounds. Number 2. Asus RT-AXE7800 Tri-Band Wi-Fi 6E Router. While many people will be best served by skipping Wi-Fi 6E to wait for Wi-Fi 7, anyone suffering from congestion problems could benefit from jumping onto the 6 GHz band today. The Tri-Band Asus RT-AXE7800, 8/10, wired recommends, is a reliable and relatively affordable way to do so. This hexagonal router has a 2.5 Gbps WAN/LAN port, a second 1 gigabit per second WAN/LAN, and a further 3 gigabit LANs, with link aggregation support. Close range performance was excellent on both the 5 GHz and 6 GHz bands, mid-range results on the 5 GHz band were good, and long-range performance on the 2.4 GHz band was average. There are options galore in the mobile app and browser interface, including band splitting, prioritization for different activities, guest network, VPN support, and lots more. The RT-AXE7800 also comes with parental controls and network security without a subscription, so there are no hidden costs. It covered my 1,600 square foot home comfortably, but folks with larger properties may prefer a mesh system, though the AI mesh support means the RT-AXE7800 can be combined with other Asus routers to form one. Version, Wi-Fi 6E. Bands, 6 GHz, 5 GHz, and 2.4 GHz. Ports, 1x 2.5 Gbps WAN/LAN, 1x gigabit WAN/LAN, 3x gigabit LAN, 1x USB 3.0. Size, 9.49 by 8.27 by 2.44 inches, 2.28 pounds. Number 3. Asus RT-B96U Wi-Fi 7 Router. If you're an early adopter itching to try Wi-Fi 7, then the Asus RT-B96U is calling. This enormous, tri-band router is bristling with 8 large antennas and is not easy to mount, so you will need a suitable space for it. This router is seriously massive, but performance-wise, this is as good as it gets right now. Testing on the 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz bands, only one other router has performed better, and it was the GT-B98 Pro below, also from Asus. The RT-B96U offers expansive coverage, easily blanketing my home and garden with stable, speedy Wi-Fi. Whether downloading or moving large files, gaming, or streaming, the RT-B96U is fast and reliable. It also has 2 10 gigabits per second ports, 1 WAN/LAN and a LAN, for gigabit LANs, 1 USB 3.2, and a USB 2.0 port. Being super picky, it might have been nice if those gigabit ports were 2.5 gigabits per second, as TP-Link offers in the B800. I love that Asus continues to avoid the subscription model, offering AI protection security, VPN functionality, and robust parental controls as part of the purchase price and free for the lifetime of the router. You also get an in-depth set of networking features you can dig into, And there is support for AI mesh, enabling you to link this with other Asus routers to create a mesh. You don't even have to create an account to use this router. The firmware on Asus routers can sometimes be ropey at release, but I've been using the RTB96U for a couple of weeks without so much as a hiccup. The caveat? You do need devices that support Wi-Fi 7 and a multi-gig connection to put this router through its paces. Most folks do not have to spend this much to get great Wi-Fi, but if you want a router to last you the next few years, this is an excellent choice. Version: Wi-Fi 7. Bands: 6 GHz, 5 GHz, and 2.4 GHz. Ports: 1x 10 gigabits per second WAN/LAN, 1x 10 gigabits per second LAN, 4x gigabit LAN, 1x USB 3.2, 1x USB 2.0. Size: 13.8 by 13.8 by 8.57 inches, 4.1 pounds. Number 4. Asus ROG Rapture Wi-Fi 6AX Gaming Router. My time with the Asus ROG Rapture GT-AX 6000 was refreshingly free of issues. It's a big, loud design with 4 antennas and RGB lighting that screams gamer. Still, it served up speedy, unbroken Wi-Fi throughout my home and garden and didn't flinch at 4 simultaneous online gaming sessions. It's easy to prioritize gaming devices or activity, and there's a mobile game mode, simple port forwarding, and a dedicated gaming port. Speaking of which, you get plenty of ports to make the most of an internet connection of up to 2.5 gigabits per second. As with the rest of the Asus range, the mobile app is excellent and boasts all the features you need, including guest network support, band splitting, parental controls, and anti-malware. The AI Protection Pro and parental controls are free for the device's lifetime, so you don't have to make monthly payments. Asus offers Instant Guard free with this router, enabling it to secure your public Wi-Fi connections when you are out by running a VPN, virtual private network, server on your router at home, which also means you don't have to share data with a VPN provider. Version: Wi-Fi 6. Bands: 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz. Ports: 1x 2.5 Gbps WAN/LAN, 1x 2.5 gigabits per second LAN, 4x gigabit LAN, 1x USB 3.2, 1x USB 2.0. Size: 13.3 by 7.72 by 8.7 inches, 2.5 pounds. Number 5. Asus ZenWiFi AX6600 Tri-Band Mesh Wi-Fi 6 System. Consistently delivering a stable high-speed Wi-Fi connection, the Asus ZenWiFi AX68 Mesh System tops our best mesh Wi-Fi routers guide and is ideal for large homes or houses with dead spots. I like the classy, unobtrusive design in black or white. This system performed well in tests, offering great coverage and close to maximum speeds at close, mid-dash, and long range. I encountered a slight issue during setup that was resolved with a factory reset and firmware update. Over the months since, I have continued using this system hassle-free. Each versatile unit is a full router with 3 gigabit LAN ports, a 2.5 Gbps WAN/LAN, and a USB 3.1. Part of the appeal of Asus routers is the excellent app, packed with features for tinkerers but easy enough for anyone to navigate. All the options you need are here, from band splitting to guest networks to prioritization for specific activities like gaming or video streaming. You also get comprehensive parental controls and anti-malware protection free for the lifetime of the router. The XT8 2-pack can cover a home up to 5,500 square feet, and it supports AI mesh, meaning it's easy to add more AI mesh routers to expand your network. Version: Wi-Fi 6. Bands: 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz. Ports: 1x 2.5 Gbps WAN/LAN, 3x gigabit LAN, 1x USB 3.1. Size: 6.3 by 2.95 by 6.36 inches, each.